sleeping, I quickly have a look at what the charts are talking about, how the market is looking at. I do that, and I looked at this beautiful pattern. Okay, and as a lot of people have talked about it, it's not the perfect of the perfect engulf, but it is 80%, I would call it an engulf. The reason being, if you really go to the roots of it, the very final trend that was there before this previous candle was an uptrend. Correct? It was an uptrend. But I would look at a bigger trend, which is a downtrend. And the last candle probably was a green candle, which was small candle, maybe a confusion candle, but that confusion came back with lots of sellers. And so the sentiment is down, market wants to continue to go down. And then you have got a very good engulfing pattern. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So now when I see something like this on an index, this is Bank Nifty. When you see something like this on index, immediately you would think, or you could start guessing that you may see lot of patterns on the equity. Okay, there are lots of constituents which make this index, right? So index is only a reflection of what is happening on all of the other stocks. So I started looking at different stocks, and we had that quick discussion between me and Vikram also, who happened to be online at that time. And I could identify these many stocks. Okay. The first one is DLF. DLF is a perfect engulfing pattern. If you look at it, clear downtrend and a very clear green candle. Do you want me to increase the size? Correct. Very nice engulfing pattern, and I check the lows manually. The low is 232.05. The low here is 231.85. So this low is below the low of the previous candle, and the high I don't even need to check. Correct.
Correct.
Second one was ICICI Bank. Again, it's very similar to Bank Nifty, but a very nice engulf, because the low of this open of this candle is even lower than the previous candle low. Okay, so it showed me a very good aggressiveness. Bajaj Finance, previous candle is a green candle, but most likely it's a seller's candle, because it's may, I mean, you saw the hammers, right? There's a typical hammer. You've got a very large
the inverted hammer, no, Milind, this is inverted hammer.
Correct, inverted hammer. So you've got a very large tail above. So because of which, it tells me that this is a seller's candle.
It's a bearish representation, right?
Correct, correct. So since it's a seller's candle, I would look at it as a engulfing pattern again, and I would say this probably wants to go up. This wants to change the trend, reverse the trend. Hero Motor, same story, huge engulf. I'm very happy. IRCTC, again, in the downtrend, I may or may not call this as an engulfing pattern, because the previous trend I can always question whether it is a downtrend or not. But just for sake of it, I had it. Okay. So this is a little bit of a question mark. Is it an engulfing pattern or not? So I'm just putting it, saying that my Bank Nifty is showing some pattern. There's some movement that is expected the next day. Will I be able to get something out of it? Lupin, you had a question, right? What is the question here?
Sorry, I told you that it was a bearish engulf.
Correct. It is a bearish engulf.
Okay, okay.
Very much, right? Very clear, very nice, beautiful bearish engulf. The trend is up, and then it has met with lots of sellers, right?
Right.
M&M, just like IRCTC, this is a small question mark. We are not 100% sure, but it looks like a downtrend before this candle, because you have got an inverted hammer.
Milind, Can I take 2 minutes here? There is a hammer in red, and then there is a downward hammer followed by a
inverted hammer.
What would be the market emotion if you look at these two candles only?
You wanna try answering that before I try? Okay, let me try. See, let's talk about it. The market emotion coming in from the March month is extremely bearish into April. Okay, so the market has been selling, all the way from the top of 2222 near about to a low of 164. Now 2222 minus 164, which is about 50 points. 50 points over 2222 is about 25%. Correct? So market has sold off 25% in less than a month. 12th of, less than 2 months. 15th of February until 19th of April. 25%, huge, lot of selling. So a lot of selling has happened. Now when lot of selling happens, no, you would start seeing a lot of emotions. The biggest emotions that were shown was on 12th of April. Maybe there was a result. Okay, and it is a clear-cut bearish emotion. The market has moved from previous close of 192 to 171, almost 20 points, which is 10%, 10% in a day. Okay, after this huge emotion, there is a next harami. You see this harami, right? This harami makes me believe that all the sellers who were supposed to sell, they're all gone. Harami basically says that all the push that the sellers had to do, they have done it. Now they're tired. थक गए, अभी कुछ नहीं करने के लिए. तो क्या होता है? There is a harami after that. अभी even if the buyers are pushing the market little bit above, these sellers are so tired that they cannot push any further. So you see a small green candle. Harami हो गया. Harami के बाद में what happens is ideally you should change the trend and market should go up. लेकिन उसके बाद में आ गया doji. Okay. Now this doji is representative of confusion in the market, right? So after this huge sell off of 10%, harami, which says that the sellers are tired. After that, buyers tried to push the market up, but then there was all confusion. Okay, lot of confusion, lot of things. So a lot of people, lot of hands would have changed in this candle. After this candle, there is another inside candle. Okay, so there is an equal push, full push happening right from this candle, 13th of April candle, 3 days. Bears are trying to take the market down. They're too tired because of the previous big candle. Buyers are trying to push the market up, but they are not able to push the market up. Okay, so you've got a lot of confusion, maybe a lot of hands changing. We don't know what's happening. After that, you have a hammer. This hammer basically says, boss, उसके बाद में gap down opening हुआ है. Gap down opening के बाद में the sellers, whatever power they have, they push the market down. But then buyers came in and buyers were able to close the market above. Okay, they have not closed the market above the open of the market, but still they have closed the market very close to the open of the market. So दिन में जितना भी selling आया या इस level पे, all that selling has been taken over. Okay, now you could argue whether the chart pattern that you see with these 3 candles, if it is a morning star. Can you guys think this as a morning star? You have a downtrend, you have a red fairly big candle, then you have a candle which is outside away, and then you have a green candle. Would you call this a morning star? Anyone?
No.
Very
I
good.
don't call it a snow. Yeah.
Perfect. Because in that candle, we are not able to take the previous red candle. Okay. But just now, Rajesh, we said that we can club the two candles together, right?
Okay.
If I club these two candles together, will it be a morning star now?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, correct. Yeah. So,
Correct, no? So
yeah.
we are up for interpretation. Okay. Now, if I club these candles together, it is fairly a morning star, right? No, you have a red candle, then there's a gap down opening, and
But
you've got
Milind, the
yeah,
red candle, the left side, that is very small
yes,
indication, right?
that is
So,
very small candle. The reason why I am not considering size of this red candle is the gap. Okay, and
okay,
there
okay,
is this gap. No, I can
okay.
always fill up this gap with the red candle. Now, it happened overnight, but it is equivalent of saying that there is a bear pressure, right?
Okay.
With me, right?
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Even if there is a gap here, there is a bearish gap.
Yeah,
These are sellers
okay.
who did not meet with any buyers. When the gap is created, seller is so powerful, seller is willing to sell at this price, and there is no buyer to push the market up. So there is no
Yeah,
buyer here in this range. That is why the gap. Correct, na?
okay. Yeah.
So now
That case, it will be perfect. Yeah.
this kind of a morning star. Now we have got this as a morning star. I would probably call this also as an engulfing pattern. Downtrend hai, a small, fairly a small candle, and I have got engulf. So that is why I included this. Next one is Motherson Sumi. Again, here somebody can debate whether it is a downtrend or not. And we are going to be looking at this in next few slides. I wanted to cover them up. That is why. So either you look at trend from here, clear downtrend, or you look at trend from here. I would again argue that there is a downtrend, and then you have an engulfing pattern. Correct? Then we have the bank nifty that we talked about. So based on, see, what I usually would do, if I'm a day trader, I'm not a day trader, by the way, I have been a day trader. So if I'm a day trader who is trading looking at these charts, I want to have my list ready previous night. Okay, so now this is my list, except for Lupin, which is a downtrend. I want to trade down. Everything else, I want to trade upward. Okay.
Sir,
So
can you please just open one more chart in this bullish
which
engulfing?
one?
I just want to verify if this is correct. Muthoot
Which one?
Finance. Muthoot. No, this is I think yesterday's candle, sir.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
So we are talking about yesterday candle only, right? We are not talking about today's candle.
okay.
I'm on a bar replay mode. I'm on yesterday candle end.
Actually, sir, this is a very good example. If you open, so you have today's candle here, right? In this.
I have, but I'm not showing you.
Okay, okay. As a case study, I mean, it's a good example that if this is a bullish candle, then what happens next?
No, this is not really a bullish candle. I would not trade this. As per the candlestick analysis, I may trade this based on something else. But as per candlestick analysis, I don't see this as a trend change. I am still in a downtrend. I still have a lower high, a lower low. Yes, it's a green candle. So what? I mean, I'm still talking about lower high, lower lows. Okay.
Right, right.
So now, after looking at this, so as a trader, day trader, I am going to be having my stocks that I want to trade. Not only I want to have my stocks that I want to trade, I also want to have direction. I want to have a bias, correct? So my bias in all of these stocks is going up. Fair? Now let's start looking at Bank Nifty. And you will, I am not recommending, by the way, everything that I talk about, I am not recommending you to start trading looking at candlestick patterns. Candlestick patterns do work, but using them standalone without anything else is very risky. Please don't. We will add a lot of other tools in the arsenal, then we will start using these for trading. People like Rajesh or Ravi or Vikram who already understand other things, if you want to add this, feel free. But Uves or Siddharth or Anil, please do not use this standalone until and unless you learn more things. So now what I did here is I have plotted my high of the previous day, close of the previous day, uh, open of the previous day, and low of the previous day. Okay, so I have plotted all these things early in the morning before the market opens, and then I start looking at the market. So now what I am going to be doing is pause. Okay, I would be looking at the market after 2 candles. Okay, why it is not showing me the full candle? Sorry. So this is my end of the day, and then I get this 1, 2, 3. So you see this how this evolved, right? So I'm just watching the candle. I'll just play it again one more time. Please keep a very close eye. Okay. So when the market opened, it opened like this. Okay. After first minute, what are the observations that we have? And we are going to refer to value area without using the market profile. If I have to draw a market profile here, I would draw something like this. So it is going to be this, and freehand. I'm really bad at freehand, but I'm still going to try. It is going to something like this. Okay, because it's a very, I mean, we had just a run over. We did not have a lot of buying, lot of selling. So because it's simple run over, no major bulge, I cannot really say what is the value area. You with me, right? Anyways, even if you're not, it's okay. You don't need to follow a lot of this. So now what has happened is the market has opened below the close of yesterday's candle. Okay, yesterday's candle is from here till here. We split it up in 5 minutes. This is 1 minute. After 1 minute, what I see is I have closed below. So now in my point system said first it is a bullish engulfing, so market has to go up. But now the market has opened below, so it means there are sellers. Correct? No. Now there are these sellers who in first 1 minute, are they able to push the market down? No. What I have here is 1 minute, first 1 minute candle is actually, what is this candle? Anybody? Anybody? Anil?
Doji.
Doji. Perfect. So now first 1 minute is a doji. Doji is confusion. So while the market has opened below, I also know that there is a confusion in the market. Correct? So let's go to first 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now after end of this candle, this is a thick green candle, right? Very, very powerful. So after end of 5 minutes on the 5 minute candle, I believe that buyers really, really want to push the market up. But I will still not be able to take a trade because I'm still below the yesterday's close. I'm still not very sure what will happen when the market will try touching the yesterday's close, yesterday's high. Okay. So I wait for some more time. Now this is the next candle. What do you see? Sid, your favorite inverted hammer.
Inverted
Now what inverted hammer says that the sellers are in control.
Correct.
What happened? You observe. Okay, yesterday's close. We are at yesterday's close. There are definite points in which markets show a lot of emotions. Okay, yesterday's close, yesterday's high, yesterday's open, yesterday's low, today's low, today's open. So there are different points where markets show a lot of emotion because a lot of people are watching the market, right? So we are all emotional people. Whenever people are watching the market and they see that now market has gone to the yesterday's close, they push the market. Okay, so bears emerged. So long-term trend, in my opinion, it still needs to be up. First candle showed this strength, but the second candle, when it had to conquer the first resistance of yesterday's close, it has failed miserably. Okay. Then the next candle after that, I'm just going to play it. Next candle after that is a red candle. Continuation of selling. Sellers came in. Sellers pushed the market lower, but now beauty has happened. Okay, when it went to today's low, another emotion has emerged, which is a buyer. Okay, so the sellers started pushing from here, one emotional point to another emotional point, today's low, and as soon as market came here, we actually have seen confusion but push up. With me, right?
Okay.
So now after this candle, if you were Robinhood, if you were extremely confident trader, you could take a trade here. Okay, because my theory of the market has been proven right, that this bullish engulfing wants to work. I have had a very good starting open. I see a lot of sellers, but then I am able to beat these sellers with this green candle, kind of a morning star. And so with this stop loss level, little below this, I probably believe that the buyers will emerge. I want to take short trade, small trade. Okay, from here, can I trade to these levels? And I see what happens here, or maybe to the close of the high of the yesterday.
Milind, this would be for a day trader, right? Because
Yes,
it
yes,
is
yes.
still
We are only, what we are trying to look at it is a day trader only.
correct, because it is 9:45 in the morning.
Correct.
So after the market has opened up, you have seen the emotion for a while, waited to make up your mind, study the pattern, and then get into trade.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely right. Then I may take a risk here. This is a risky trade, by the way, only done by some risky people. Then let's play with the market little bit more. So there is a confusion, red candle again. I am confused. I don't know whether my decision was right or wrong. Another confusion, but then this confusion is cleared with this big candle. Okay, now I'm going to wait till the market takes convincingly the yesterday's close. I still see a green candle, very, very happy, but it's an inverted hammer. Okay, but I don't think it is still a huge seller's market because it's a green candle. Then the next candle is trying to take it out. We came to the yesterday's high. Now there is going to be a lot of emotion here, right? I'm expecting a lot of emotions here. So seller came in, buyers equal buyers came in, pushed in by the sellers again. Again, more buyers came in. We are able to close this candle above. Okay. So this is a victory of the buyers. This is where a normal trader would take a trade. Okay. I think I used the wrong one. Control Z. This is where the normal trader would take the trade above yesterday's high. Stop loss remains the same.
On this trade, when you took the trade, you have gone long, right?
Of course, I'm only in Bank Nifty today. I'm only going to go long. Even if there is a shorting opportunity, I'm not going to take, because my higher time frame, my daily time frame tells me that it is a change of trend, and now the market wants to go up. Okay.
Okay.
If I, towards the end of the day, if I think that I have taken a perfect trade and I want to go for the next day, tomorrow's trade, then what I would simply do is I would go to the daily chart, and I might have taken an entry here, right? I would just go to my daily chart. Now, if I am a mixed buyer, short-term and long-term trader, I'll go to this chart and I will put this as a stop loss and continue with this trade. Fair? Typically what happens is a trader is not just purely a day trader, right? A day trader is also a long-term trader. When I take a position in the day and it is a profitable position, and I believe that this trend is going to go on forever, and I think now that I'm going to be seeing a very big move here, I already have a position here, right? I'll just continue with that position. Correct now?
Okay.
So now let's go back to 5 minutes again. Our favorite timestamp. So I might take a position here. Let's just play. So during the trade day, now my stop loss could be even moved up towards the close of yesterday or maybe open of today. And I'm seeing a lot of confusion here above. Market is trying to enter into yesterday's high. But I know, because I know where the yesterday's high is. I know there will be a lot of emotions. I want to keep tight. I don't want to show my emotions and exit. I will put my stop loss way below, and I'll just continue to the trade. I'm going to move this little fast. Pause and then 5 minutes. What happened? Shit. Whenever I change the time frame, it messes me up. I am on 23rd. No. I'm really sorry. You'll have to see this one more time. So we had a seller came in, and then the buyers came in. Buyers pushed in. We did the aggressive trade, and then we did the not aggressive, fair, balanced trade. And now we are in the trade. We are waiting for the markets to move up. And we took a position somewhere around 10:30 or maybe 9:45, whichever. And we are waiting for the trend. Now here, I have got a decent move in the market, and then market started reversing on me. But when it reversed, you see the reaction. Whenever it is coming to yesterday's high, it is showing a lot of reversal. Okay. So what's happening is, whenever the market has come in, for example, 12:20, the market came in here and it again started going up, because a lot of people are watching yesterday's high. You understand, right? Technicals work because people use it. It's a vicious circle, right? Because I think technical work, I use it. Because I use it, other people see that the technicals is working. Okay. So nevertheless, I am able to get this. We need to look at different exit strategies. I don't see a candle pattern anywhere here to exit my trade, but the market has come down. And then again, the market is gone by my close. Okay. If I had different arsenals in my hand, I would have made a decent enough profit for these risks, but maybe not. I'm not very sure. Okay. From 31,800 to 32,100. But the buyer that bought earlier in the day, he would have made a decent profit. 31,400 to 32,100. Fair? But now, once the market has come in into the low and now testing yesterday's low, I am very, very scared. I'm very, very doubtful about the way the market is. I'm going to clear all the drawings. About the way the market is behaving. Okay. Another thing that you would notice is this white box is 12:30 to 1:30. I told you that please keep observing 12:30 to 1:30, right? You look at this beauty. Immediately after 1:30, the next candle has pierced it down. Big, huge seller's candle. Now I'm really scared after this big seller scandal, huh? Because it is after that 12:30, 1:30, the Europe markets would have opened. They would have fueled something here, plus very big candle, and I am now on lower low, lower highs. Okay, so this is probably an exit candle or maybe exit time for me. I said that I could have moved my stop loss also to close of yesterday's close. So I am just approaching it and I might exit it. But here what happens is the market shows one more reaction, again comes back and then breaks down. So you would see how the market has reacted multiple times to the levels. So you see here again, market has come to yesterday's high and then reacted again. So these are the points that you would like to be seeing on continuous basis. Okay, I would just draw this for you. Circles. So here, the first time the market reacted was here when it hit the close of yesterday. Then market showed confusion when it again hit it. Then market close showed one more emotion here. After that, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, this confusion I'm not even counting. 4 point. See, so many times it has shown the emotions. You're able to appreciate this, right?
Yes.
And it's a very simple candlestick. I'm not even having any other parameter. We are going to be building on top of all these things. Once you understand this, more complex things will be much more easier, much more clear. Now let me go back. टुक 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 क्या हो गया, जा क्यों नहीं रहा है? हाँ, okay. Let me just go back to first and second candle. Okay. I will explain you why I had these multiple stocks and what do I do with them. So this is my end of first 10 minutes, or maybe even I would look at it after, let's say, half an hour. Doesn't really matter so much. But if I observe, I don't need to trade everything, right? I had my list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stocks. So I don't need to trade everything. I can just trade one. Here in DLF, now when I'm talking about stocks, there is one very important thing that we talked about last time, is the left hand side, this yellow thing that you see. Let me just increase that. Okay, now what this is the high volume areas, and if I look at it, it's mostly for yesterday. Okay, and another thing that I would usually look at it is for a larger time frame. Okay, so if I look at larger time frame, these are the points that I could think of, okay, which I could plot. Okay, so early in the morning before start of the day, I have plotted these points for all of them. So there's DLF, there's ICICI, there's Bajaj. So I plotted these points. You get it, right? How I plot it? Do I need to repeat this?
Yes, yes. I could not understand. And on the left hand side, Milan, on vertical plane, that is the market profile, is it?
This is actually something which has taken idea from market profile.
Okay.
Very much similar. What this market profile, it's not authorized to be used by anyone, because if you are
You have to
giving
pay.
market profile to anyone, you have to give very hefty amount to the originators of it. Okay, some stupid thing. It is patented. So what people have done is people have created something taking those ideas and put it in open source. Okay,
Mhm.
this is one of it, which is called volume profile.
Acha.
Market profile talks about
Value and
the candles. Volume profile, what it does is it just puts in the volume at those levels. Okay, so all the candles that I see on this chart, the amount of volume at 206, I mean whatever these two lines is plotted in terms of this horizontal bar. Okay,
so that means this that at that level there has been a lot of transactions.
correct.
Volume is referring to transaction numbers.
Lot of transactions that have happened, lot of buying and selling that has happened at this level, and markets really nicely react to these levels. Okay, if you would see, although we are going to be talking about volume little later, this piece of the volume we are going to be talking about it, because without it, checking the emotions of the market, no, it becomes extremely difficult. See, there is a high volume and then market has reacted to these high volume areas.
So Milind, is
You
there
see
a
this, right?
correlation? Is there a correlation between volume and the market emotion?
Yes, volume basically shows the market emotion.
Okay.
Volume is a value area acceptance. So people are comfortable buying and selling at that particular price.
Okay.
Now there are if you look at this area, a lot of people are comfortable buying and selling at this level. If you look at this particular one, there are a lot of sellers. Okay, market is coming down and there are a lot of sellers. They're throwing, and they hope that with their selling the market will go down. But what is happening is there is another big buyer. Okay, mostly just one or maybe just two, three, and that big buyer is just laughing. Okay, and saying, okay, give me more, I'll keep on buying, okay, that is what is happening here. So a lot of these people, they're already tired because sellers have pushed the market all the way from 213 to 206. Okay, they're already tired after pushing the market so hard, and now they're trying to sell, giving more and more stocks, but there's a big buyer who is just absorbing everything. Volume is increasing, price is not doing anything. You understand, right? You would see that the reason why I'm saying you is this. See the high volume here on these candles. See the high volume here. Now at these levels, these volumes that you see on the horizontal line is most likely contributed by these candles.
Hey, Milind, now you have plotted volume on two different dimensions, is it?
Yes.
And why are you plotting volume on two different dimensions?
Because it makes me analyze the market better. How do I analyze the market is by looking at the volume at price. It is also called volume at price. Okay. Now, whenever there is a high volume, I know market is going to show a lot of emotions. Either you are going to get a lot of buyers for the sellers, so trend is reversing at these levels, or you are going to be seeing a lot of dull, painful, just market is grinding here and there. But when it breaks with a good move. Okay,
Correct.
when it has broken this level, it has given a big move.
Got
Okay,
it.
so these are either reversal levels or these are the acceptance levels. So market has accepted this level for buy sellers. Sellers ने sell किया, buyer ने buy करने का बहुत कोशिश किया, but then buyers failed and sellers won. Here the sellers fail and the buyers won, right? So there are battles that happen at these high volume areas, and these battles tell us a story, what the market is trying to do. Most of the standard people would look at the horizontal, the vertical bars, and saying कि boss ये candlestick pattern है और candlestick pattern में बहुत volume आ गया, तो ऐसा हो सकता है, वैसा हो सकता है. You club that with the histogram on the left hand side, and then you have a killer. Believe me, you have a big killer, and we are going to look at some of these charts, how they react. Any more question about the histogram, Sid or anyone else?
No, I am not able to make a lot of sense out of it except the
We will make a lot of
maybe
sense out of it when we run through, just
Yes.
the way we ran through Bank Nifty, we'll run through something more.
Sure.
We'll try to make little more sense. Anything else at this point in time? Anil, you're not asking any questions.
Milind, I got a question. So the
Please.
acceptance level means, is it a acceptance level where we set the stop loss, or where it is going to be a resistance? How do we conclude that? Is it that's
Okay.
a place where
The way I trade is, I put my stop losses. Let's say, looking at this, I am going to go long. Then I would put my stop loss below this level. Okay, this is a beautiful level. If I'm going to take a short here or here, I'm going to be putting in my stop loss above this candle.
okay.
High volume area, little above or below, they give me a right position to put my stop loss, because I know that whenever the market is going to come to these levels, I'm going to get emotions. Second one is, whenever I'm going long here, if I'm going long here, my target is here. Because it's a high volume area. I know the markets will show some reaction there.
So normally we need to play with higher volumes as a support, as well as
yes.
That is like a range. Okay.
Yes, they basically, markets tend to move from one high volume area to another high volume area. You would see that here, right? So
Great,
here,
yeah.
you got a high volume area. It moved from here. It moved, then tested this another high volume area, and then moved to the next high volume area. From here to another high volume area, again to high volume area, again to the lower high volume area, then middle high volume area. Lot of trading happened sideways. Then again to lower high volume area, then again to higher high volume area. So markets actually move from one high volume area to another. Second one, this is a very important second observation that I did not talk. I wanted to talk about it later. But anyway, talk about it. These areas, which are low volume areas, markets will usually run in these areas. Okay, you will see gaps. You will see very large candles, low volume, large candles in the low volume area. When there is a period like this where there is fairly high volume all across, markets are going to spend a lot of time here. So if you want to put a stop loss below this level, and if you miss that stop loss, you better run away quickly, because the market, when it goes past this level, there is a low volume area and market may rush. Okay. So there are multiple things that we need to bring it to be able to make our decisions. Any more questions? Anil, why you are not saying anything? Anil, everything clear to you? Okay, I hear you. Fair. Oves, everything clear to you?
Volume area and low volume area you are explaining.
Yes, you are understanding it, right?
Yes.
Okay. We are going to be talking about these many times. Okay, so don't worry. Let me now go to what I was talking about. So I did this homework for all my charts, and then after the first two candles, let us evaluate the candlestick. Okay, the first one, let me increase this just to show you yesterday's candles. So this white line is start of yesterday, and this second but last candle is the open of today. DLF, anybody wants to talk about DLF? What is the emotion here? First two candles. Okay, I'm going to call names. Ovis, what is the emotion here? What do you see, learn from here? Ovis?
Yes.
What do you learn from these two candles? I only want you to tell me
Yes.
what I talked about Bank Nifty without volume. Now you have got these two candles here. You have got a volume area to see. So it's something like this, correct? And then you have got a high volume area from past, which is part of this. And market has opened here, green candle and a red candle. What do you learn from here?
The market was closed at very good, green candle, but it opened at very low price. The
Okay.
opening was not good.
Okay. Sid, you want to take a try?
Okay. So at this point of time, Milan, the traders would have come in. The market sentiment says that with the green candle, first it is trying to be the buyer's market, where they are trying to pick up the market, move forward with the buying propositions. As it starts moving forward, it hits a resistance whereby the sellers have come in and they are trying to bring the price down. And if you look in comparison with volume area, the tail of red candle is in mid of a green candle, whereby basically they are trying to ascertain what would be the value of at that particular time amongst the buyers and sellers at
Okay.
9:20.
Good one. Very nice. So it's a 920 candle. End of it is 925. So what I would read from these candles is the first thing that I see, the candle has opened below the yesterday's high. Okay. I am sitting with a long perception because it's an engulfing candle on daily yesterday. So I want to go long in this particular stock. So the first one says that it is a negative emotion. Okay. Open below. So it's a negative emotion because it's an open below. After that, when it has gone to the close of yesterday's happened here. This is yesterday's last candle, right? So close of this candle is yesterday's close. Whenever the market has hit yesterday's close, it has shown a negative emotion. Okay. So again, one more negative. Third one is the first candle has shown a lot of positive. Okay. So I have got one positive. And I am sitting on a very, very big positive, which is an engulfing. So this stock looks to be a neutral stock. I am not getting enough confidence that I want to trade this stock after these first two candles. Okay. Let me go to ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank, again, very, very similar story. Opened below a green candle. So negative, and then green candle is a positive. But even before it went to the low, it has shown the reaction. Another thing to observe on ICICI Bank is very close to yesterday's high. I have got a high volume area. Okay. So I want to be very, very careful here. So even if I go long here, my win is going to be very, very small, right? So 572 to 578, about 4-5 rupees. 1% is fairly large, but I don't see that compared to the yesterday's range. I'm not very sure if I want to trade this guy. Okay, you with me, right? Any question?
Yes, Milind, इससे पहले वाले में you said you saw an engulfing pattern which is positive sign.
Engulfing on daily, we talked about it, right?
Okay.
When I was on daily chart, I showed you all these charts, right? DLF.
Correct. Yes, you said. Okay. In that you spoke about engulfing. Yes.
So that is the engulfing which is showing me.
Okay. Got it.
In anything else?
I'm okay.
So let's go to Bajaj Finance. Bajaj Finance also almost similar. The only difference here is high volume area. Whenever it has hit, it has shown me a negative candle. Okay. Hero Moto, little bit of difference. I opened below, which is correct. Let me first get rid of the annotations. I opened below, which is correct. It is a negative. Second one, which is a negative for others, I don't see it here. I see a positive, which is a green candle, and I still have not seen a selling pressure. The good part is this buyer has been able to push my price through one of the high volume areas. Okay.
Correct.
Hero Moto now is my number one bet for going long till now. You getting it right?
No. Why would you go long on this?
No, in the stocks that I observed, 4 stocks, I am not going long here yet. 4 stocks that I observed, Hero Moto looked to be more powerful compared to others after 10 minutes.
Okay, yes, because of the positive emotions.
Because
that
there is no red candle here and it has moved above the volume area.
Got it.
But another risk is one more volume area just above, and then there is one more volume area even above. So it is going to have a lot of effort to move past this pressure points. But the good point for me is, even if, as we saw in Bank Nifty, even if it is going to be touching yesterday's high and showing a lot of emotions here, I seem to have a good, decent level here. Okay. So from 2840 to 2880, about 40 points, which is around 2%. Correct, no?
Correct.
Little less than 2%. I have got meat in this. Day trader earning 2% on a daily basis. You're talking about earning about 400% in 1 year. Okay. Huge. So there's a meat in this particular stock. So I want to observe this more. IRCTC. Anybody talking about IRCTC now? This is much different than what we saw, right?
It has the open price is a little less than the close price there of yesterday. But when it opens up, the market is pushing the price above the yesterday's close price, and it has gone high up in the volume area. After that, also there is volume transaction which is happening, but then there is a resistance. I don't know why.
Correct. So this resistance, I don't know why. You have a very right statement to make. Yeah. There is no high volume area. There is no reason for it to show the resistance.
Correct.
Correct. I really don't know why. But I want to watch this. Till now, all the stocks that I've seen, IRCTC is the winner. Okay. Because it has gone past yesterday's high. Aggressive people may want to trade immediately here, looking at the bullish engulfing. There is a confirmation to the bullish engulfing, and you may just put in a lot of people. What they do is they just put in an order. I have my day job. I don't want to look at the markets, so I would put in my buy order and also sell order. So what I would do is I would put my buy order here whenever it crosses yesterday's high, and my sell order could be, I don't know if, yeah, there is a high volume area here. So I would put my sell order for 1709, and I may put in my stop loss order little later after I observe these 2 candles somewhere here. Or maybe even there is a high volume area for yesterday. I'll put it below this high volume area. So I might as well put in, let me just mark this level. I might as well put in my stop loss below this candle. This candle looks to be a beautiful candle to me. Let me change the color. Pink. Okay. So now I may, in the morning itself, I would have put in the orders and it will get triggered. I have my stop loss. I have got my target. I have got everything. Or I'm aggressive early in the morning and I want to trade it here. With me?
Yes, but where are you putting your stop loss?
Stop loss is the high volume area. Yesterday's
Okay.
high volume
Yeah,
area,
correct,
so
correct.
high volume area. This.
Correct.
But if
Okay.
I'm looking at the charts while I'm trading, I might also, I would still put it there, because yesterday's candle, another observation here is yesterday's candle, when it hit this high volume area, it has shown the emotion.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So it is again a very positive thing for me. Whenever the selling has come in to this high volume area, buyers have woken up. Correct?
Correct.
With me? So let's go to Lupin. Lupin is a short because it had a bearish engulfing. Now looking at Lupin, do you see anything? Who wants to go? Ravi, you have not spoken much.
Yes, sir. For Lupin, what I feel is that the gap down candle, I think that is the, that's a big bearish sign that the closing of the candle before that is at 1060 levels. So there is a massive sell order and there is no volume profile only in between. There is a massive sell order at that volume profile area at 1060. Someone has sold a big chunk of their holdings at 1060, as a result of which the sellers are way more heavy than the buyers.
You see the vertical line here?
Yeah, there's a big volume
This,
there.
yeah, I am talking for others. So this is what he's talking about. Huge selling, long, lot of volume here compared to other candles. And I'm going to talk about the way I plot this volume. Your charts will not show up volume like this. Little later, not today.
Okay.
You see a lot of volume. Yes, correct. A lot of selling, and then there is a very high volume area here which has shown a reaction. So during the day, the market would have tested this area, and a lot of sellers came in. They broke the lower high volume area also, and then the green candle. This is a bothering for me.
No, now what will happen, sir? Ideally, what will happen here is that buyers will try to overtake and come in. So now when buyers are trying to overtake and come in, again, they might push the price to 1060. But again, at 1060, 1070, there is big volume profile. So again, someone can sell and push it down further.
So you want to sell when the market goes here.
Yeah.
Again, so that's your strategy. Fair.
Yeah.
No problem. I am just going to mark that box with pink. Okay. Anyone else with any other opinion about Lupin? Anil, you are understanding, right? I'm assuming yes, because you're not saying anything. So let's go now next to M&M. Now you guys talk about M&M. We looked at IRCTC, which was better. Talk about M&M. Anyone? Vikram?
Yes, sir.
Rajesh? Yeah, anyone?
Sir, this looks like a bearish candle. It's a bearish engulfing.
No.
No, sorry.
This is not bearish engulfing. Bearish engulfing, the red candle has to be above this. Okay. It has not eaten it completely.
So, but if you see the volume profile, sir, the bulls are trying to take a support over this area. Exactly, sir.
Correct. So this is my first candle. First candle has opened little above or at the same level as yesterday's close.
Yes.
Which is a very positive sign. Okay. And then they tested yesterday's high and then suddenly pushed it. One concern of worry to me is this tail.
So which
at 180.
This tail is a big concern of worry for me. I don't know what the sellers have done here. Buyers are not able to push it, or buyers are tired here. And then after this tail, there is a seller candle. Okay. So while this is a plus, this is pretty much similar to what IRCTC has done. Okay, but to me IRCTC is more powerful because the green candle has very little tail above, while as this guy has got a big tail. Okay, and a big red candle also. So to me, till now, if I need to go long, my choice still is IRCTC. Mothers and Sumi. Rajesh, you wanna take shot at Mothers and Sumi?
Yeah, Motherson Sumi, it is opened compared to the yesterday's close price, higher side.
Lower
So,
side. Lower side. Yesterday's close was
sorry.
yesterday's close was here.
Okay, the red, okay.
This is the yesterday's last candle, no? So this is the
Okay,
close.
sorry.
Today's open is here.
Okay, so this one is a bullish pattern it is forming. So it is an engulfing pattern.
It is an engulfing, very right.
So again, we have another one and more volume is getting traded. So once it is crossing this high volume like 213.05, there will a lot of bulls will come in. So they will try to buy, and probably it'll try to go up actually because it is pattern. Yeah. So
there is one bullish engulfing on daily, and on 5-minute chart there's another bullish engulfing.
Yeah.
So two bullish engulfings, and if you were an aggressive trader, immediately after this candle, when the next candle seems to be going above, I would enter into this candle. And I'm very competitive with my stop loss. My stop loss could be here, my stop loss could be here. 50% of the candle thickness. If I want to go very, very aggressive, I would put it here. Reason, this high value area. Because there is a high value area, there is a possibility that these candles may not survive. There will be some acceptance of the value and the market will eventually come down. So I don't want to go very below my high volume area, because if it comes here, the market is going to zoom past. I'm selecting wrong tools. It will go zoom past and it is going to directly hit 206. Okay. So I don't want to trade with a huge stop loss, because my first candle is a big candle. 213 I am at, and 209. 4 points, which is 2%. 2% stop loss will kill me.
So normally one percentage stop loss is better, huh?
No, I don't know. It really depends on ATR, and we are going to be talking about ATR a little later.
Okay.
Average true range. But whichever way, if I am talking about see, because yesterday's candle for Mothers and Sumi was somewhere around 187 to 213. Okay, so this one single candle was how many points? 13 plus 13, 26 points. So one single candle had about
10%.
12%. Correct?
Yeah.
No, 12-13%. Now 12-13%, I am talking about very high volatility. I don't want to be I don't want to be slaughtered in this high volatility. So I want to trade high volatility stocks for higher gains. I don't want to lose high. Okay. So you need to look at so many different parameters. Always, you may not understand everything. Anil, you will not understand everything, but you just be with us. We are going to repeat these things again and again. Okay.
But I am trying to listen to you carefully, what you
Yes,
are saying.
yes. So now if I'm going to be taking this trade, Mothers and Sumi, because it has given me two engulfing, very, very positive. The second candle is not red like not like IRCTC or like M&M Finance. So Mothers and Sumi looks to be much more aggressive to me. I've passed through with the high volume area also. So Mothers and Sumi seems to be my first bet. Okay. So in morning itself, I have shortlisted my 8 stocks to only 3 stocks. Now I only want to look at IRCTC, M&M Finance, and Motherson Sumi. Do we all agree?
But how to come in these 8 stocks?
I just looked at engulfing, na daily mein engulfing dekha tha.
Okay.
Yesterday night when I looked at this charts, daily charts, I looked at engulfing and I made a choice.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's go little further down and see what is happening. Motherson Sumi being our favorite stock, I will play while on Motherson Sumi, and I'm going to play a little faster. Oh shit. Where am I? I'm at the 22nd. Okay. So we were here and let's play. Okay. Give me 1 second. See, Rajesh, when I talked about this stop loss, okay, you remember this stop loss, right? Below this level.
Yeah.
Or maybe 50% of this green candle. Okay. You would not see this stop loss being taken.
Correct.
You may move your stop loss again higher, little bit lower, but now this is my target. That's it. I don't want to spend too much of time. As soon as my target is hit, you see, what do you see here? Anybody? Come on, guys.
Started
This is
reversing.
No, not just candle.
Evening,
What is
evening
the candlestick pattern here?
Evening star.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can you see anything better than this?
There is evening star is followed by selling. Red candle.
Yes, it is a change reversal, right? Change
Yeah.
reversal pattern.
Yeah.
Are you guys able to see this evening star? Everyone?
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
You can witness.
So the moment I see this evening star, I may not even wait for the evening star. It's a high volume area, reaction zone for me, and then a doji spinning top. I may just exit here. Why do I need to wait for the evening star? Because
Sir,
my
but
entry
the
was
10
beautiful
o'clock-
entry, right? I
the-
entered around 213. Now I have got around 216, 3-4 rupees, which is 2% done.